Good evening, everyone. It's been a long time coming, just getting back on the rink here. Last time I think we were out here, Jesus Christ, was the Tiger game. We're here in Richardson today for the Warriors. Game 1, I guess, of the two-game stretch here as we stretch out to the end of the season. And look, they're just preparing really for the tournament and skates. I don't know what else is left here. Warriors are in their way twice, but Warriors could really hamper them in terms of, understanding how hard you got to putt. But, I want to take a moment before the game starts. A member of the hockey community, a friend, a long-time coach for 2+ years, because I don't know what you want to count this for. Knew these kids, wanted to coach these kids to the end, which would have been here. But things didn't work out for a lot of different reasons. And, you got to understand, this was a guy who just he's a kid at heart. Knew the game of hockey, played it still even at, I think it was like late 30s is what my guess is. But unfortunately, Andrew Thrash passed away. It's hard with the storm, but maybe it's just about 2 weeks ago. The memorial will be coming up Tuesday, which is just around the corner. Thought it took forever to get here. But my understanding is, I don't know if he was taking a nap or what have you, but he did pass away. He was really close to a lot of these kids on this team. And, my thoughts and prayers, they go out to his dad, Phil. I don't know them all, so forgive me. His wife, Natalie, and his 7-month-old daughter. There are ways, if you want to help the family, you can speak to people about that. It really is quite the sad event. Elle probably can use a little bit of help in the educational end. There is a fund me. I would rather see people put bonds out, things like that, so the GoFundMe doesn't make money off of such a sad experience. Anyway, here we go. The game is in place here. Comes back out over to Waldron. Waldron moves it quickly over to Etheridge, who gets it over to Zavarse. He chips it in. Marks goes to get it. There's no one there. Marks looking around. Back he comes. And Johnson falls and misses the puck. And right back in. Marks goes, takes it right up. They're all cheering that he fell. Marks goes in, gets the puck, turns it all the way back, quickly up to Etheridge. Etheridge takes a shot. Marks will pick it out. He shoots in a save. Back over to the corner. Johnson picks up the puck, looking for a place to go with it. Down low he goes. Over to Zavarse, brings it back over. Johnson back to Zavarse. Zavarse takes a shot. There's a save. Loose puck out in front. The Warriors get that one out. They're going to try to break out quickly, but that should end pretty quickly. Hahn, though, fights hard, gets it all the way down, and you know what? Instead of making a mess, it looks like Zeikas is in net today. I'm sorry, Zeikas is not. Ortegan gets this game, and he just covers it up so we can get started again. So good first shift. Now we're back again. Ortegan gets shot at. Off the face-off. They blow the whistle. I think it's this guy Hahn decides to take another shot well after the whistle. And, that could only cause a stir for later on. Nash moves that one back across, and Jimenez didn't get the shot through. Fay goes back and forth, drops it up to Brown, and flips it up to Keeling. Keeling gets it out, but the Warriors pick it up. Nash goes, gets a little hit, picked up now by Haji. Haji moves it over to Keeling. Keeling holds the line, And Nash just kept skating, and he's probably the only one who really saw what was going on. Everyone else was lined up on the blue, waiting. So those of you who don't live here, what am I going to talk about here? We have a game here with Faye at the point. I'll come back to that in between here. Faye moves it over to Nash, who takes a shot, and there's a save. Goaltender holding his own right now. Probably moving in a little closer. Let's see how that goes. Sorry for the white netting here. You can see this thing, right? This thing's awful. At Farmers Branch, they actually removed the netting. Puck down, goes back behind the net. They flip it back the other way, and Simmons gets the puck. He moves it up to El Jundy walks it across, loses the puck, down to Dunbar. Dunbar tries to get a shot off. That one's blocked. Back into the corner on the far side. Simmons picks it up, back up to the point to El Jundy. El Jundy giving Simmons a chance. Goes across over to Dunbar. He takes the shot. That one misses. Goes all the way around, and El Jundy's going to have to come back and reset it. He goes by one, goes through two more. Loses the puck, and the Warriors are going to try to take it back the other way. They throw that one in, looking for an opportunity here. Dunbar moves it up quickly past Kilo over there, and back in the zone it comes. It's offsides, so it's delayed. El Jundy takes the puck. Here comes Hahn. Back over to El Jundy. He looks to move it up the boards. And McIlvaine doesn't hold that too well. But they've had a lot of time off, folks. A lot of time off. Hahn with the puck there. There aren't too many of them playing high school, and they've got their first bout of that just last night. Hahn moves it across. What a great pass from behind. I got to give him a little bit of credit there. He looks like he plays on Jesuit because he's got that gold helmet, but I don't know if that's really right. Because Jesuit would be the place where he wants to play. I don't know. Back up off the top. He moves it all the way, thrown all the way down. Martin goes to get the puck, looking for Muffin. He's being attacked there by McIlvaine. Again, Von Voigt can't move the puck. McIlvaine tries to control it. Another nice play by Hahn. Hahn looks like the player on this team here. Waldron picks up the puck and wraps it back down below. Quickly moved up to Marks. Marks picks it up a little behind Waldron, but he picks it up and he turns in with time and space. He takes the shot. Loose puck. And that one goes just wide, and they're going to say it hit the netting. It certainly didn't look like it hit the netting. And so the puck will stay in the zone. We got a 4-2 in shots. I don't know who the goaltender is, but I feel like he's kind of stood on his head so far. There have been a couple of good shots there. Puck goes all the way around. Etheridge pinches all the way down, picks it up. They just watch. Savarse back up to Whitman. Whitman walks all the way, then puts it across, and they take a shot. That one's deflected wide. That was a shot by Johnson. There's an opportunity by Savarse. And I don't know if that was a save. I couldn't tell. Whitman moves it to Etheridge. Etheridge takes a shot and a save. Martin working Marks there in front. And a stoppage of play. Doesn't even feel like it's a hockey game. Back to Brown at the point. Kept in barely. Whitman loses it, gets it back thanks to Brown. Whitman takes a shot and a save. So I guess Love had enough of that, and next crew goes in. Back up it comes over to Faye. Faye across to Brown. Shot. And that one, I think he got a piece of, comes all the way back around, and they're going to have to reset. Faye grabs the puck. Oops. Over to Brown. Brown moves it to Keeling. Keeling's got space as he climbs in. Tries to put it through the legs. It looks like he did. It comes all the way back out. They throw it down. They're not going to call icing on that. Why? I don't know. Maybe because they think it's a beer night here. Back around, looking to get a way out of there, and bouncing it out of off the blue line, and then now Brown's going to take it back the other way. Brown throws that one around the boards. You can see it. I'm out of practice here. Yingling takes the puck. He looks, puts it back behind to Keeling. Keeling walks it back. That one's blocked and out of the zone. Fay decides not to try to grab the puck and controls it instead. Comes back to Brown. Over to Fay, and Fay wants to skate. We know that. Fay moves it nicely over to Yingling. Yingling takes it into the zone. He goes left and turns around, takes a shot. That one goes off the stick and into the netting. A lot of cursing going on here. Puck comes back, Dunbar grabs it. Moves it across over to El Jundi. El Jundi to Waldron. Waldron looking. He goes cross over to Dunbar. Dunbar back over to Waldron. Waldron slaps one down low and covers up after it bounces up. 8:54 to go here in the first. There's no score. Shots are 8-2 shots on goal if accurate. Puck comes back again to Dunbar. Teen's been perfect. Back over and Dunbar takes a shot. That one deflects wide. El Jundi picks up the puck. Moves that back down low. Who's going to get the puck? Picked up by Pila. Pila looking. I thought he was going to give it to Simmons. Instead, back over to Dunbar. Dunbar does not control it. Gets it back and down to Pila. Pila walks it towards the goal and then back. And then they're looking still. Simmons goes cross ice. El Jundi misses on his first one. And you think they're out of practice? I did. Waldron looking. He circles around. He's going to come all the way back. You know, he's fulfilling the flyover, right, folks? El Jundi back over to Waldron. Waldron takes it. Pass over to Simmons. He takes a shot. That one's blocked. Simmons pops that one in deep, goes back around to the nearest boards where Dunbar is by himself. Dunbar hanging out, looking for a place. There, look how tightly they are. Oh, that one comes all the way down. I mean, this is what they're going to do. They're going to make it impossible to try to get shots through. Up to Dunbar. Dunbar pops it out. Harris takes it. Harris comes across. Got McIlvain down the middle. Takes a shot block. Goes back. Takes another shot. That one got loose, and Hahn picks up the puck. Hahn is put into the boards by McIlvain. And El Jundi takes it. Makes two guys fall. Picks up his own puck. Pretty play. El Jundi moves it across. Dunbar picks it up. Dunbar covered well. Moves it back. And Harris takes a shot. That one goes wide. El Jundi picks up the puck. He just bats that one down, but not enough. Comes back over to him like a slingshot. And back again. He gets the puck at the blue line. Takes a shot at the front. That one's blocked or deflected because the goaltender did get the puck. And 6:58 to go. It's 0-0. Puck loose. McIlvain back. Johnson just walked the blue line, gave it back to McIlvain. McIlvain took a shot, save. Puck behind the net, picked up by McIlvain as he saw the rebound coming off. No one else did. Goes over to Yingling. Yingling moves it. And there's another shot. That one didn't get through. I think it got deflected. Goes back over to McIlvain. He loses the puck, picks it back up, and then bad pass. Back over to McIlvain, putting his own but he's at risk. There's a save. Puck comes out to the blue line, kept in by Etheridge. Etheridge moves it over to Johnson. Johnson moves it to Harris, who is leaving. Back it goes to Johnson. Etheridge picks up the puck, tries to. That one is going to be popped out. Yingling stops, turns it around, and back over the other side goes Johnson. Johnson takes it in, cross ice over to Etheridge, who is at the top of the circle there. Yingling back down low, looking a little cycling there. Etheridge down there. Cross. Marks takes a shot. Save. The Warriors send that one all the way down. Marks goes to get it. Marks flips that one back. There's no one there but Zavarse. Zavarse takes a shot. It's deflected. He took too long to take the shot. I mean, he couldn't have had any more room than that. So, 5:23 to go. The shots keep coming. Waldron at the faceoff. Marks, Zavarse comes all the way back. Marks picks it up, flips it over to Yingling. He goes to the other side. Brown looks down low to Marks. Marks back over to Brown. Brown goes across. Shot. Loose. So loose puck. Kept in. Brown takes another shot. Etheridge goes to pick up the puck. Moves it back up to Yingling. Fay. Fay goes across to Brown, and Brown takes a shot. That one goes wide. Picked up by Waldron. Back to Marks and back to Waldron. Back up to the blue line there. That's Brown, who moves it back over to Fay. On the far side, he takes a shot. And another save. Coverage is good around the net. That is for sure. They are taking shots from, look at the hair on Reynolds, huh? That's the goaltender. They're taking shots from the perimeter because all they're doing is putting all their people around the net, and they're letting them pass it around. So Hahn's out there. He'll go up against Waldron. Refs are talking about something. That was Brownie talking to the ref. Puck gets wrapped all the way around the boards. Who will get there first? Brownie takes the body. Puck comes out. Waldron gets it out. Fay moves it back over to Brown. Brown off the boards, trying to go get his own puck. Picked up, and behind the net they go, looking for an out. That out goes to Fay. Just past him. He'll go get it in his own zone. Fay goes through two guys. Hahn is going to battle him. And Fay goes 200 feet, gets the shot off, save, and back in the corner they battle. I have to manipulate this a little better when I get back. Over we go. Keeling picks up the puck. Keeling gets around Hahn. Over to Waldron, who gets a quick shot off and just hits the side of the net. Back across, trying to get something on net. Keeling in there battling hard. He picks up the puck. He goes across to Waldron. Waldron just couldn't finish it. Waldron behind the net now. Look at all the time and space. Perimeter. Remember what I said here? Now how do you get inside the perimeter? There's a shot right there, and there's a blocker save back behind the net. Comes all the way back out to Fay, and Fay hangs out. Waldron goes back. And Brown, he tries to take a shot. That one's blocked. He moves it over. Whitman comes in, and there's a shot that doesn't get through. Brownie's going to have to go back and get it. 3:07 still to go. Comes back over. Keeling can't handle that puck. Warriors take that, and that one comes up. Dean tries to handle it. He can't, and then Dunbar picks up the puck. He bounces it up off the boards, and that'll come out of the zone. Martinez tries to throw that one back. Can't do that, and yes, I'm spinning just like you guys. My apologies. Dunbar leaves it for Fay. Fay comes back, gives it over to the Keeling off the boards, over to Haji. Haji skates in. He goes to the middle, looks, tried to get it over to Whitman, and it just went wide. Back across, Dunbar leaves it, And El Jundi takes a shot. There's a juicy rebound, but no one's around. Back across, this time El Jundi. And it just seems to be catching them a little behind. They all have to turn around to take the shot. Whitman with the puck at the top of the circle. He goes back to the blue line. He moves it down low over to Keeling. Keeling loses a puck, gains it, and then gets it back around the other way. Now they're going to battle for the puck in the corner. The Warriors will get that one out. It's going to be up to El Jundi to protect the breakaway. El Jundi gets the puck. He moves it up the boards over to Keeling. Keeling's been left alone all the time here. And Keeling gets crushed. But right back up he goes, doesn't he? Keeling looking for it. He gets the puck. Back behind the net it goes. Pilo with the puck. Turns around, moves it back to Keeling. Keeling up to El Jundi. El Jundi to Keeling across the Dunbar, and then Dunbar loses the puck. That's where you take that quick shot there so that you can't afford to lose that. Yingling circles, grabs his own puck. Tries to fake the circle, then he takes a shot. That one's blocked. All the way down it comes. 1:11 to go here. And I will tell you, it's 17-2 shots on goal, but there probably have been shot attempts that probably range a little bit higher in the number of 35. We look like we have a goalie issue here. Like, he can't catch his breath. I don't know what we got going on here. I'm sorry you got the netting. I'm trying to get you something. They have another goaltender. They're probably not going to give him much more time. But he is just the netting's holding him up. And Reynolds is having a game. Is this a timeout? And it looks like we have a change in goaltenders. So Reynolds, honestly, stood out. But he's not feeling well. That's going to be my answer to all that. I guess we can bring it back in. You can see he's over at the bench. My apologies for just leaving you in that situation. So new goaltender better be ready, because here they come. Etheridge moves it over. Back over to Etheridge. Down low. Simmons picks up the puck. Get it on that, guys. Let's go. Come on. Oh, my God. We're just passing about. There's a shot there, a save. Johnson picks up the loose puck. 45 seconds. Back to... There's a shot, and that's kept in. Nice job by Etheridge. Cross over to Pila. Pila couldn't hold on to it. Picked up by Simmons. He moves it over to Pila. 32 seconds. They've gotten one shot off. I mean, look at how crowded the Warriors are around the net. They're just sacrificing. Take a shot, Pila. Back up to Etheridge. He takes a shot. And there'll be a penalty here with 11 seconds left. Cross check on Yingling. Mofat will go to the box. Let's see who comes out today. Power play unit of Fay, Brown, Waldron, Zavarse. Who's not? Faye comes back. Marks comes out with McElvain. Let's get you where you need to be. And we do this. I'd rather you see it all. I was going to say, two defensemen didn't really make a whole lot of sense. We move it up. Marks keeps it in. Marks skates with it, goes over. And Waldron takes a shot. And Zavarse puts it away. So finally, it's a power play goal with 1.7 seconds left to go here in the first. And finally, they break the schneid. Took a power play. So, if you're not from here, especially if you're from the north, you can't understand what an ice storm does to paralyze a city. Dallas, that has, from what I think I heard, they have 73, it can't be right, 7,300 maybe square miles. I thought I saw 73,000, maybe it's Texas, I don't know what it is. They have 200, I tell you, plows. They don't put the plows on the road. They never get used. We had a storm on Friday night. Just so you can get this right. Another storm on Friday night, and they haven't been back to school yet. Tomorrow's a week. The last 3 days, last 2 full days, the roads were spotless. And maybe the sides roads were a little slushy. They won't open up the schools. These kids are like sitting in their homes on their iPads and phones and TV. And can't lie. It started to drive me crazy. There is nothing that's going to make me happier than my 2 kids leaving tomorrow morning for school. And I mean that with all the love in the world. Oh my. So I'm looking at Reynolds now. Who's in there now? Who's in the goal, by the way? So I can give you that. Maybe I can. McGuire. So McGuire is in goal now. He gave up the first goal. Reynolds looks like he's going to puke over there. Or he's talking to someone. I'm not really sure what it is. Definitely getting medical assistance. Must be what's going on there. And he's trying to get through it. Good for him for trying. All right. Hahn versus Waldron. McElvain lifts the stick, takes it, throws it back into their zone. Martin takes it back, loses it temporarily, and then Harris loses his edge. McElvain throws that one back in deep, and Harris will pick up the puck. Harris to McElvain, kicks it back to himself, and then tries to get it to Brown, but they're going to have to reset. So Brown moves it back over to Faye, and Faye tries to get it over to McElvain. He falls down. Zavarse picks it up, takes his time into the zone. Hahn looking to apply pressure. Waldron takes the puck now. He moves it back up to Brown. Brown to Waldron. Waldron crossed to Faye, and Faye just couldn't pull the trigger. That's the only thing that went wrong there. Waldron looking. He moves it back up. Brownie takes a shot, and he scores. And now it's 2-0. Brownie gets his first goal. So Whitman is out there with Yashaga. Dunbar moves the puck back over to El Jundi. Marks grabs it. Tries to just chip it over to Whitman and let him go. That didn't work. Here's an opportunity here, but I'm sure Zavarse can get back there. That's a save by Ortega, and that would be their third shot of the game. Moved up by Whitman. Whitman will go over there, and Marks goes to the net. He looks, he takes a shot, and that's a save. Back over to the side. It was just past Marks. Whitman picks up the puck from El Jundi. He goes cross ice to the far side, and there's another shot, and another loose puck out in front. This time goes all the way down, and that will be an icing. Puck down low, Zavarse picks it up. He just looks, walks it in, takes a shot. Save, and into the netting it goes. Puck loose. Marks takes a shot. That one was broken up. Back out it comes. Dunbar picks it up. He'll reset it over to El Jundi. El Jundi moves it up quickly to Marks, who enters the zone, tries to drops it back over. Dunbar will pick it up, waiting for an opening. Dunbar over to Whitman, to El Jundi. El Jundi with space, he takes a shot. That one's blocked. Marks trying to get there, he can't. Riley just throws that one on net. Dunbar picks it up. That's dangerous, man. Back across it goes the other way. El Jundi moves it up into Whitman's skates. Moffitt sends it back the other way. El Jundi then moves it back to Marks. Now Marks will take this one up. Gets it over to Whitman. Drops it back, and he shoots and he scores! 3-0 Penguins. So Whitman drops it back, and McGuire never saw it after that. It hit off of his blocker and into the net. Back it comes over to Johnson. Johnson moves it up to Haji. Haji looks, tries to get over to Yingling as he cut to the net. Yingling still picks up the puck, tries to wrap it around there to save as it went off the side of the goaltender. Yingling moves it down low to Haji. Haji across over to Keeling. Keeling just couldn't get a piece of it. There will be a penalty though. Cross-checking again. Martin in the box. Wins it back over to Zavarse. Zavarse looks back to Marks. Cross over to Waldron, back to Marks. Back over to Zavarse. Oh, and Haji had the one-timer and he just missed. Marks picks up the puck, takes it, he may skate it in. He goes back behind to Waldron. Waldron takes it in there. Brownie goes to the front, back up to Marks. Marks is going to be the guy who's going to set it up here. Zavarse to the front, goes across, shoot, that was in. Oh, I know that was in because it came out. Marks takes a shot. That one's off the back of the boards. Waldron picks up the puck. There's a shot and a save. Loose puck again. This one bounces over Zavarse's stick, and here comes Dean. Dean's going to skate this one down, cross the blue line. Just takes a shot from the blue line, leaves it, and they drop it. Marks grabs the puck. He flips it back over to Waldron. Still 55 seconds left to go in the power play. Here comes Marks. Waldron, back to Marks, back to Waldron. He goes to Haji. Haji had an opportunity. Still loose. And it's in the goal. It's a goal. Both of them were goals. They were both goals. Birdie in the ear, birdie in the ear. Both times it went in the goal. They sound like me. Oh my God, loose puck down low, still 30 seconds left. They did not give it to the Penguins. It's all right, 3-1. Fay takes the puck, moves it across. Dunbar, back to Dunbar, he takes a shot, it's loose. He holds on to it. Still 17 seconds left to go. Oh my God. Yeah. Sorry. McElvain moves it back over to Fay. Fay to Dunbar. Dunbar back over to Fay. Fay will take the shot. No, he goes down low over to Etheridge. Tries to move it through to McElvain. Can't do it. That'll come out, and that will do it. 4 seconds left to go. Etheridge picks up the puck. Etheridge tries to go right to the front. He takes a shot. That one goes wide. He took it all the way, though. Fay takes the puck down low now, and he's being worked by, I think that's Dean. Fay then skates freely after he gets rid of Dean, and Etheridge now with the puck. He goes across, tries to get it there. Kept in by Fay. Fay gets a shot that's blocked. There's a puck coming all the way back to Etheridge. Etheridge over to Simmons. Simmons to Dunbar. To Simmons, he goes to the net, shoots, he scores! Top shelf for Mr. Simmons from Dunbar, 4-0. Guys, we're 5.5 minutes into the second period, 28 shots on goal. And honestly, they've stopped a ton. But I think the goaltending change really just rocked them. Yingling takes the puck. Gets a shot off, save. Still loose puck. Still in front. And then finally gets his glove on top of it. We get a stoppage of play. But there are 2 to 3 opportunities every single time. I'll tell you the 29's not right because he's not getting the rebounds. Yingling wins it, back over to El Jundi. He kicks it back to Yingling. He drops it off to Harris. Harris goes across trying to get it to Yingling. Not able to make anything of it, and Johnson then will get it back over to Jundi as they reset. Yingling's going to turn around and hold. He's getting good at the little circle there. That may be his own little circle jerk, I hate to say it. It's an official one, that's for sure. Johnson loses it, and Yingling picks up the puck. Back to Keeling. Keeling stops, walks the blue line like it's nothing. Then he goes to get his puck. Drops it off to McElvain. He takes a shot and knocks the bottle off. It's 5-0. Well, it's a warm-up. This is what I expected. That was on there against Whitman. Whitman won it. Fay gets the puck to Brown, back over to Fay. Fay moves it up to Pila, who then just tries to make a behind the back play. Han ends up with the puck, and Han gets the puck taken away with a Fay hit. Back up the boards, it goes over to Pila. They'll try again. Pila moves it up, and Han is there once again. Pila makes a good motion there and knocks Han off his butt, that's for sure. Back up they come, Whitman trying to control the puck, and Keeling gets crushed by Han. Let's see what they call. He's down again. Get him off. So Han is gone. Han is gone. I didn't see it, but certainly had to be a dirty hit. He didn't like getting hit, and he's put this guy down and doesn't give a shit. Kick him out. Of course he gets up. He needs a little help though. Ooh. Toughest kid in hockey. Doesn't give a shit. He'll hit anyone. He'll take a hit. That one hurt. Hate to see that. Hate to see it. Him specifically. And there goes Han. Han is being thrown out of the game. They knew it was retaliatory, they knew it was vicious, and that's why he's gone. So Keeling kind of like taking a step back, he's got his head down, and he's definitely trying to regain his thoughts here. Fay takes a puck back over to Dunbar. To Fay. Back to Dunbar. Simmons to Dunbar. To Fay. Cross back to Dunbar. He takes a shot. And he holds on. That, by the way, it's a 5-minute major. And I'm sure a 10-minute misconduct. And the original goaltender, Reynolds, has come back in. He talks a lot. All right, Reynolds put the goal back in place. I feel like a scrimmage. I don't even feel like it's a game. Dunbar moves across to Simmons, back to Dunbar. Dunbar to Fay. Fay back to Dunbar. Dunbar takes a shot. That one's blocked. Tries to push it forward. Puck's still loose down below. Van Goyt gets it. He sends that one all the way down, and that'll be that won't be an icing. Interesting. So Fay takes the puck, and here he goes. I think you guys saw the hit. I didn't see it. Fay. And it happened at about, I don't know, probably 7:30. Dunbar tries to get a shot. There's a shot and a save as Dunbar had to get around over Martin and get the shot off. Nice work, Charlie. So just so you have it, here's your, you know it's about 30 seconds prior to this. Maybe a little bit further if you're looking for the play. And I'll just leave it so you know you have enough time there that you see it. So it's 6:53 here. Around 7:30 is about where it happened. You probably figured out because of the penalty that's involved there as well. Back it goes. Marks with the puck. He moves over to Waldron. Waldron. Back to Marks. Marks to Waldron. Waldron with the shot. That one goes to the side, and they just can't get the open net there as Zavarse was just too deep. to get a good angle. Back up to Marks. Marks looks to set it up. That one almost gets through. Waldron gets the puck again. Give me a slapper. Shot. Save. Give him a slap shot. So the same gang there, Brown, Hodge, Marks gets from Waldron off the face-off. He misses. Moves it quickly over to Waldron. Back around it goes. Zavarse picks up the puck. Moves it back over to Marks. Back to Zavarse. Back to Marks. Waldron misses the puck, then grabs it, goes behind the net, gives it over to Zavarse. Back to Marks. Like to see a slap shot. Waldron moves it back over to Zavarse. Walk it up. Come on, boys. Come on, Slapperoni. Gotta just take it, buddy. Oh! Is that in?
Bad whistle.
Wait, is that in or is that out?
Outside.
That's outside. Oh my God.
Give us time to change.
What's that?
Give us time to change.
Right. All right. Tighten it up again. Down low, they flip it back up to Dunbar. Still 2:06 to go. Simmons, he takes a shot. That one's blocked. Out it comes all the way. They're going to have to go get. Let's go! Fay moves it up. Simmons skates across two blue lines. Fay gives it back to him. Goes across to Dunbar. There's a shot. Doesn't get through. Etheridge takes the puck. Puts it out in front. Riley gets it. He rips that one all the way down. My hands are cold. It's a cold rink. Dunbar moves it up. Fay grabs it. Still controlling the puck as he goes around the net, back up to Dunbar. Dunbar across to Simmons. Dunbar grabs it again. Back to Dunbar. That's wide. Bouncing all the way back. Fay grabs it at the blue line. That's the place he knows best, but hasn't played there much. Simmons gets one, tries to get it across, can't do it. And Etheridge gets it back over to Fay across the blue line. Moves across over to Simmons. Simmons to Dunbar. There's a shot. Save and in the netting. Another stoppage of play. 25 seconds left to go. Only one goal on this power play. 5-minute major. Whitman on the face-off. Pushed back over. Johnson moves it over to Harris, who sends it in deep. Pila back up to Johnson. Whitman to Johnson. Takes a shot and a glove save. see a one-timer. 7 seconds left to go on the power play. Well, they got one, I guess. El Jundi takes the puck, moves it over to Johnson. Johnson takes a shot, save. That one was down low. And so was the goaltender. Johnson moves it back over to Pila. Pila was about to take the shot, changes his mind, goes behind the net, moves it back up to El Jundi. He can't handle the puck. So 5-on-5 hockey here, folks. Pila moves it back across. Still loose back there. Pila grabs it. He takes another shot. That one goes wide. Reynolds put his glove out there, but there was no puck because it was so far wide. Pila then looking again, backs out, moves it up to Johnson at the blue line. Walks the blue line back to Whitman. He takes a shot and a save. Another puck down low. He's got down low real well. Healing back on the ice. Good news. Pila moves it across to Whitman. Whitman backhands it. It's loose puck. Oh, man. And Keeling puts it in after the whistle. What's that? This guy can play. Where did he play last year? Reynolds. Was he with McKinney?
No.
He was here?
2 years ago, he
Oh,
was here.
okay. Archie trying to make a play. Johnson will get it. Johnson looking. Back over to Yingling. Yingling just puts that one in front. He covers down low, guys. Get it up. He's got the ice covered well, guys. Haji moves it into the corner. Over to Keeling. Cross. Johnson couldn't handle it. El Jundi takes a shot, glove save. Also not at the chest. Puck is loose, picked up by the Warriors. Warriors will get it out. That will be an icing, though. What? It's a second icing, flat out icing they did not call. Haji moves that one indeed. Picked up by Keeling. Keeling moves it up over to Johnson. Cross over to El Jundi. El Jundi to Johnson. He takes it over to Keeling. Keeling takes a shot and a save. Loose puck. And the Warriors. Johnson can't keep it in. That's offsides. Who's giving me a slap shot goal tonight? Puck comes back, Fay goes to get it. Fay skates it. His regular 200 feet down the ice. He's got Marks right there. Can he get it in front? No! Marks comes back to help out. Puts it in front, tries to get it to Tavares. Still puck is loose. Still, now Marks has it. Thought the goaltender had picked that one up. Over to Waldron. Waldron over to Brownie. Brownie goes back to Fay. Fay, Tavares, and it's got to be off the goaltender, but it certainly looked like it went off the post. And then Fay gets a shot there. I'm telling you, you get a couple of goals that way. You need some help. Look behind you. Waldron just slides to go get it, comes all the way back. It'll be kept in by Fay. Fay goes, skates it in. He takes a shot up high all the way around and kept in by Brownie. Brownie moves it across to Zavorsa. Zavarse takes a shot down low, and nothing happens. And at the end of 2, it is 5-0. Yeah. Hold on. What's that? I got a lot of netting in my life. I saw the 2 goals that the refs didn't see.
I'm going on over here.
So we don't have a full count of all the shots, but we're at the end of 2. We're at 44-5. It has just been all in their own zone. Their defensive strategy of tightening it up around reminds me of some of these NHL teams who just sit there and block the shots. And block the shots and block the shots. And you know what? That's fine. But I'm telling you, they probably have 65 shots, maybe more, maybe 70 shot attempts. Got a license for that stuff? Hey, Grant, you got a license to drink that stuff?
Really jealous?
A little bit. All right, one more left, and then in the books. 5-0's the score. Oh, 3rd period, and we're ready to go. Brown moves it over to Fay. Fay moves it up. Nice job breaking it up is Von Voigt. Moves it over to Zavarse. Zavarse takes a shot, and he scores! All right, we are now in the official run clock. Back it comes over Brown. I'm not sure they've lost even a face-off tonight. Back, they lose the puck though. Riley sends that one all the way down. Picked up by Fay. Fay flips it back over to Brown as he gets hit. Brownie moves it up. Waldron can't quite handle it, but out of the zone it comes. Waldron gets it back from Zavarse, and then Waldron looking. He moves it over to Marks. Marks grabs the puck. He'll circle it around. Back up to the blue line, crosses over to Brown. Brown back to Marks. Marks takes a shot. Oh, that one bounced around, but I don't think it got through. Fay pushes it back over to Waldron. Waldron decides he likes the blue line now. Fay comes back, wants his spot back, moves it towards the center of the ice, still looks, goes cross over to Waldron. Waldron shoots and he scores. So they're passing it about. They are giving each other a chance to score, and nice gestures. I mean, I really think they're looking for each other. That's really cool. I actually think it's 7 goals from 7 different people. Jundy moves it up, gives it over to Whitman. Whitman sends it all the way down. Moffat goes, you get it, turns to the left, and looks to just throw it out. Kept in by El Jundy, gives it back over to Whitman. El Jundy takes the hit by Dean. Whitman takes a shot, and that one goes off the netting. No, went up in the air, and it just looked like it because of the netting. How about that? My netting. but it came down. McGuire made the save. And it looks like that's it for Reynolds. I think just maybe he's got the flu. I don't know. Sure seems like it, right? Whitman at the faceoff. Dunbar with the puck. Dunbar moves it over to Whitman. Or Simmons to Whitman. And he takes a shot glove save off the glass, picked up by Keelan. Oh, Pila. Pila takes it, moves it up over to Whitman. Oh, Jundy back to Dunbar at the blue line. Back to Dunbar again. Goes cross ice to to Simmons. Pila picks up the puck at top of the circle down low to Simmons. Simmons skates off the wide, skates the boards, drops it to Pila, a little cycle, shot save, and another quick whistle. Quick whistle. With the missed whistles and goals, could be 10-0 right now. 2 goals and a whistle that prevented a goal. There's a shot there and a save. So McGuire is looking a little sharper this time out. .10:30 basically left to go. Yingling tries to push it back. He just couldn't. Here they come, breaking out. No, they don't even get across center. Yingling takes the puck, looking. Cross ice. Open Haji. Haji couldn't handle the puck. And then Keeling couldn't handle the puck. Now Dunbar turns it back, so he didn't know if everyone was on side. And El Jundi will take it. He throws that one in deep. Haji with a hit there. Dunbar goes in, takes the puck, throws it back in deep. Ooh, that was close to it. No, that will be a penalty. What will that be? You're blowing a whistle, but you're letting them play. Hooking. So I guess the Penguins are going on the power play again.
You missed the trip? You said him under the boards! How'd you miss the trip?
I didn't see the hook. I saw the hit. .9:19 to go. Etheridge, Fay, McIlvain, Dunbar, and Simmons. We come back over. Dunbar takes the puck, moves it across to Fay. Fay back over to Simmons, near boards. He gets a shot off, but that one is blocked. There's no fear in blocking on this Warrior team. Dunbar, he takes a shot. That one's blocked. Dunbar picks up the puck. He's got to be quicker on shooting. That's why it happens. Fay moves it back to Dunbar. Dunbar takes a shot. Better. He got it through. 8:40 and ticking, as is the power play. 52-5 shots on goal at this point, according to the books. Back, it comes over to Dunbar. To Fay. Fay looks back over to Dunbar. Dunbar shoots. And he covers up. He got that one through. He got a quick shot off. Waldron, Brownie, Haji, Zavarse, and Marks. They'll get the last 40 seconds. Comes on back. Nice job by the Warriors to push that one all the way down. Marks will go get it. And with all this time and space, he's going to give it to Waldron. He's got a little speed going there. Marks will pick up the loose changes. Dean was the hitting man. Brown over to Marks. Marks could go to the net. No, he turns around. Back up to Waldron. Waldron crosses over to Zavarse. Marks grabs the puck. Looks back over to Waldron. Waldron can't find the shot. Tries to go across. And now Marks will play D. There's the save. Another shot from the blue line. So they have 6 shots on goal. I think 4 of them are literally shots from the blue line. But they'll get a face-off in the Penguin zone. So an opportunity here for the Warriors. Back it goes. Wrapped around the boards. Zavarse is going to try to get there first. He does. Marks goes to get the puck. He picks it up, gets it to Waldron. Now they settle in. Marks with a one-timer. I'm not sure that went through. I think it kind of deflected and went wide. Back over to Marks, who gives it to Johnson, who takes a quick shot. That's how it's got to be done, especially when you have a good goaltender. That may be the one thing maybe they're going to learn from this. Etheridge, he shoots. Oh, he had that one labeled to the top shelf there over the glove, and he made a nice save. Back it comes up to Marks. Marks cross over to Etheridge. Etheridge gets a shot off. There's a save. Marks picks up the puck, turns back, holds the blue line, and he takes another shot. That one's deflected up into the netting, and I'm sure that's it for that crew tonight. 5:40 and ticking. Back across, Whitman gets a shot off. Back up it comes. Dunbar. Whitman shoots. There's a shot and a save. Loose behind the back. McElvain moves it back over to El Jundi. El Jundi takes the puck. He just backs up. Back up for a slap shot by Whitman and a save. One-timer and a slap shot. Nice job. All in one. 4:33 and counting. McElvain picks up the puck, moves it in deep over to Whitman. Whitman holds on to it as it goes around, drops it for Dunbar. Dunbar back over to Whitman. Whitman shoots, and we have a goal. Whitman scores. That might be his second of the game. Chester with the puck, he pushes it in. Voigt chasing, but Brown gets there first. Brown gives it over to Fay, who moves it up over to Simmons. Simmons with the long pass up to Whitman, just out of reach. They will blow the whistle there. .3:10 to go here in the third. Yingling moves it to Fay. Fay skates it. Fay still controls the puck. Nice job by Peeler to pick up the loose change over there in the corner as he was being manhandled. Yingling cross ice over to Brownie. Brownie gets a shot off that goes into the corner, picked up by Faye. Faye down to Pila. Pila back up to Faye. Faye looks cross. Brownie couldn't handle it, but Simmons could. Back across. Faye's still controlling the puck. He moves it across, and out of the zone it comes. Simmons gets it back quickly over to Yingling. He circles back in, comes in, and passes it back over to Brownie on the blue line to Faye, who walks it up, puts it in front to Simmons. He couldn't finish. Brown back over to Simmons. Simmons to Faye. Faye to Brown. Brown just tries to get a shot of it, just goes over the crossbar. Simmons picks up the puck. He drops it down to Pila behind the net. Pila skates it out on the far side, then drops it off. Yingling loses his stick. It gets stuck in the boards as he's going to get the puck. So Waldron takes his spot. He comes in and skates right through. Still 1:11 to go here. Waldron looking for some help. Gets it across. Johnson had trouble controlling it, so he throws it in deep. Keelan picks up the puck, moves it up over to Waldron. Waldron to Johnson with a slap shot high, but I like it. I like the slap shots. Moving it up over to Etheridge. Etheridge drops it to Keeling. Keeling cuts across, takes a shot, and it's a goal. So that'll do it here, folks. 30 seconds left to go in the game. It is 9-0 Penguins. Waldron at the face-off. And he just gently moves it back. Johnson holds the puck, and that'll do it. So Ortegan has to do some back stretching from standing at the net all game. He gave up only 6 shots. And really, they stopped doing anything with it. You can't really tell, but I guess you're going to have to trust me. 56-6, and I'm going to say goodnight. Before I say goodnight, I do have one thing to say. Tuesday at 2 o'clock, go ask the parents, bring the kids. They should be there for the Memorial Thresh. Have a good night.